How can I improve my LSAT time section pacing? Imagine running a race where you don't look at the clock until the very end. That's what taking the LSAT without pacing strategies feels like. To do well, you need to manage your time carefully. The test gives you about 35 minutes to answer between 24 and 28 questions. That means you have roughly 1 minute and 20 seconds for each question. If you spend too long on one question, you risk running out of time for the rest. The key is to get comfortable with how long you spend on each question and to develop a plan for moving through the sections smoothly. Start by understanding the different question types and their difficulty levels. For example, in logical reasoning, some questions are quick to answer, while others take more time. Practice timing yourself on individual questions to see how long you naturally take. Use a stopwatch and try to gradually cut down your time without sacrificing accuracy. Once you're comfortable with individual questions, move on to full sections. Taking timed practice tests helps your brain get used to the rhythm of the real exam. It also builds stamina so you can stay focused for the entire 35 minutes. When practicing, try to finish the first half of the section faster, around 15 minutes, so you can leave more time for the tougher questions later. For reading comprehension, spend about 8 to 9 minutes per passage. Decide which passage to start with based on which one looks easier or shorter. Don't reread passages multiple times. Instead, read actively on the first pass, focusing on main ideas and structure. Avoid wasting time on problems that seem complicated at first glance. Instead, skip and come back if needed. For logic games, work on quick diagramming and avoid writing out every possible scenario. Practice critical thinking from the start, so you don't get stuck trying to solve every detail. Also, develop a habit of working backward from the last questions, as they can sometimes be easier or more straightforward. It's also helpful to simulate test conditions by practicing in a quiet space with a timer. Keep track of how long you spend on each question and review your timing after each practice. This way, you can see where you tend to slow down and work on speeding up. Remember to stay physically and mentally fresh. Get enough sleep, eat well, and take breaks during practice to keep your mind sharp. Over time, with consistent practice and strategic pacing, you'll find yourself answering questions more confidently and efficiently.